Several of my songs are about remembering pieces and parts of my childhood when I was growing up, and I like to write about life as seen through a child's eyes, like Carmels and Gravel Road. The first time my dad heard that song, I played it at the Bluebird in Nashville when he was there. And he came, I went backstage to say hi to him, and he came up and he told me how sorry he was. And I said, Dad, what do you mean? And he said, well, that new song you wrote, he said, you were as a little kid in the back seat, a little bit of dirt mixed with tears. And I hadn't realized that it was me. I was thinking I was writing about somebody else. But being a poet and knowing about writing, he recognized me in the song and pointed it out to me, which was a bittersweet moment. And this is another one, it's called Bust of Baton Rouge. I was thinking about my grandparents on my mother's side, their house in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Both of my grandfathers were Methodist ministers. And this one in particular, my mother's father was quite a bit more conservative and hellfire and brimstone and all that. My dad's father, who was also a Methodist minister, was very progressive and open-minded. He was a Christian in the true sense of the word. He walked the walk and talked the talk. And so Bust of Baton Rouge, I'm just thinking back about the house and little things in the house that I remember and in the backyard. The driveway covered with those little tiny white seashells, fig trees in the backyard, the fig preserves that my grandmother made, banana pudding and all that. She used to, I remember her opening up the back door and throwing coffee grounds and eggshells. And I never knew what she was doing, and I learned later that it was to fertilize the plants out there. Coffee grounds and eggshells apparently good for them. And my grandfather was sitting in his chair, the kids running in and outside the back door, the door would slam all the time. He would be chewing his tobacco and spitting in an empty coffee can. And saying, don't slam the door. And little books about being saved sitting around the house. The plastic that covered the couch. I never understood what that was about. I guess it was so when company came, you just took the plastic off, I guess, and then it would still be nice. You know, plastic over the lampshades. You know, I had to keep that dust off of things. Okay, this is called Bust of Baton Rouge. To that house one more time to see if the camellias were in bloom. For so many reasons it's been on my mind. The house on Belmont Avenue, built up on cinder blocks off of the ground, what with the rain and the soft swampy land. By the sweet honeysuckle that grew all around, deep down in my soul. I took a bus to Lazarus. I took a bus to Lazarus. I took a bus to Okay, this is a sit-down song. This feels better. This is a story I wrote for my younger brother, who's 2 years younger than I am. He was a big part of my life when I was growing up. Love him with all my heart and soul. But he was a rascal. He would disappear for days and weeks and months at a time, sometimes, and we didn't know when he was coming home, if he was dead or alive, or where he was. And, just run off to be by himself. He played piano. He was the only one of the 3 siblings who learned piano, which my mother also played for a long time. And at a certain point, my brother started reading Shakespeare. He got turned on to Shakespeare, read everything he could get his hands on. When he got through reading everything he could read of Shakespeare's, he began to read criticisms of Shakespeare. One of those kind of minds, And I was always there to, for him to fall back on, and I've written several songs for him. Are You All Right is one.